Mamunyina jo UTV suni amamu nsam ne amahodo so de awasamufo asonso no ene ye de be somo enwumre kasebo emu eniani mu nsam bia obete kasemo ene se pinche yi ni ti abato ebra hodo ewo my Ghana mu no enhwehwemu ahodo a akoso mampanyi ede ne nsase ne bo se wo hyensentrofo bo obetu hu anamon a wo maba akokra nkem
Sanso na Ghana mampanyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wakasa chim se nei odi ho yi a bebre se eye sentrofo fa hodie wiasa afa na nyina no Ghana ye de e bafom
Ashanti mantamu sentrofo adwuna tukuo mpanyufo da no wo ho no ne ye de wono mu asi enkonwa so se de be ye obeboa ama adwuma akoso e wo ho
Omai sana hine chief of staff nei enamiensa omuyi si ho se eye made in Ghana bazaar wako akubiano
Galamse yade a ede typhoid yade ne cancer ne yade ahodo bebre yi ni tipa wa ye emfimfi mantamu enti ewose mpanyufo hwe etu ho anamon
nhwehwemu abede dwase ene Ghana for aduonu enwotwe apem ena se ye ka enioma etimi ekuoma air pollution na se mframa ye home ne bone so anade enye no efa ho eku Ghana for dodo na
wei ene nsema foforo nka ye bi na nwumre yaje adwa ye de esomo midin de ama saponkumankuma jesi nene
Kwame Owusu Ediom
ye hye ensem no ase Omense ntro djuma no empanyimfo enne kopiemu wa bankesiemu omo eko mampanyi John Dramani Mahama anaso edi mpinche ahodo fi 2020 kosi 2024 wono mu a eyiye basabasa abato bre eto nanim wose wodnani bedi akire na asotwe bi wo ho esese yede ba obi a wo yakro ne nsa kan nyade a report ahodo afi mu aba no obeto atwene baabi.
Asked the IGP in the early days when I assumed the presidency to investigate the violence in 2020 and 2024. I wish to inform you that last week I received the investigative report on the two incidents, and they've detailed and catalogued everybody who was affected by the violence and what the circumstances were that led to the violence. We've handed it over to the Attorney General. So the Attorney General is going to go through, and if there's a need to hold some people culpable and bring them to book, the Attorney General will do that. But in addition, we have given him the terms of reference to look at what adequate compensation would be for people who have been the victims of violence, including those who died. Their families are still there, and then those who were, some have been injured and are living with injury. And so what is the adequate compensation that we can give to people like that? And so once that is done, I'm sure that if there were journalists involved, they would also be considered for compensation.
I want to, on behalf of the National Executive and the National Council, respectfully invite you, Your Excellency, to grade this year's GJ Awards. Your Excellency, the GJ Award has been held in Accra for 28 years. This year, with my team in consultation with key stakeholders, I've decided to move the award from Accra to Kumasi. And, Excellency, I'm glad, or I'm happy, so much excited to inform you that the King, Otumfuo II, has agreed to host the awards at Menchia this year for us. And so when we discussed, he said, go to the president, leave the date with him, let him let him confirm his availability and convenience, then we can firm it up. So, Your Excellency, we are hoping to host the award at the end of October or the first week of November, subject to your availability and convenience.
Excellency John Dramani Mahama okasa na osanche mu se ehane pa yi se nei ensentrofo fa ahodie abra mpanifo ye nsusuye ewiase afa na nyina no Ghana de ate abafom.
It has been like the president said, we've seen a consistent decline in our international rankings, and that is an issue of concern for us. And part of it is because of issues to do with harassment of journalists, and even the unfortunate murder of Ahmed Swali, which caught international attention. And I think that since then, other incidents that have occurred have, diminished our ranking. And so we need to find a way of, one, ensuring that people, when they do that kind of thing, face sanctions or are punished. Because once there's no deterrent, they continue to do it. Or aside from that, to educate and create awareness that journalists are not enemies. They are reporting something that is happening. And so they must be given a free leverage to be able to do their reporting. Many times when I go to a function and I'm seated, I normally look at the way the journalists are being handled. And you find that there are some security personnel who just have a knack for harassing journalists. I mean, they are not harming anybody. They are standing, they are filming. Then somebody comes, you can't stand here, move, And I said, what have they done? So sometimes I have to shout and say, leave them, let them do their job, And so I think that we need to create awareness in the minds of these people. Some of them are police officers, some are military officers, some are national security, and especially national security, They don't have training to understand that, journalists are doing their work.
Yeboshi kopiemu emfinfi mantam abeto dwase Aguna East afe Aguna West and Agumua East District ye won finfi mantamu typhoid yade ene kokram cancer ati atese ewo ho ni nyina gina galamsey ye yade atiesi ye nsuo mu tu no eno na ama omanfo ho kire wonom wo hosa
ebe tuisi watu type yensu na yensu so oda ha ofa na yensu ono nama kupie bachira ko okopum na nam galamsey nti yensu hwemenan ma ayo kokoko na yedi gale ona na yedi bi yediban ona so yisi ayenom sa wanyi sky botopia otan na dey say nsu ye bia na say enom nti we dey yesrem mpemfo a mo hwe mu boman yesrem dey mo hwe na mu ndi hu dwuma man na ayende mo dey anyi because ye school fu ya wonu bia na mu na asa brother hwemende nsu ye dey ma aye galamsey nti ende ye nsu na dey asai nsu anka ya sawo ya num no hwema nti we ya ma basa no koyi me de kwa koma me maame we na ode ko na aduane mu ni pedi nti bisa se dem pa na ode be gunsu me nsu na ate bo de anu aduane mu ni pedi se banku na okoka atache we ana edai ode kwa ko ya aduane no nti yesre Ghana mpanifu garamsey no ya papa mahama wa so latia obi a fa na adwene mboa ni entu galamsey na ase.
Chief of Staff Julius Debra na ene opanyi wakodan dwumedi anase wakobie dwumedi bi ano ya efri ene kwesi adasa dwumedi no ekoso na dwumedi no edin de Made in Ghana Bazaar ewon kran ha se ya sa dwumedi enuoma ya yemma mu ase na manfo ede ba ama manfo abehwe na omonso betobie efri mo matimi ato amadwedi pa etimi akoso.
We took to change our country. And so distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for coming and for us to use this as the commemorative day that we are all going to resolve to patronize Made in Ghana goods. And the envoys amongst us, please, even if it's only one product, just one, spend all your time whilst on your duty tour and make sure that you convince somebody to buy something from Ghana. It could be from our traditional clothes, the smoke, it could be from native sandals, and it could be from the kentes too, which gives strength, power, and prosperity. And that makes a big respect greetings from His Excellency the President He wishes you well, and may we consider this bazaar open. I wish to stress that the Made in Ghana bazaar is relevant and appropriate, especially considering the recent geopolitical dynamics among rising protectionism and tariff imposition that have deeply influenced global trade and nations to reassess strategic priorities for national interest. Further, these dynamics have prompted governments to focus on seeking new markets by forging partnership and strengthening economic ties to boost the economies, to create wealth, and improve the living standards of their people. As a result, countries are consciously promoting trade and investment missions, organizing fairs and exhibitions to create awareness for their products and services, as well as delivering and diverting investments into targeted sectors of the economies. As you are aware, government is implementing policies and programs to support micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises, MSMEs, which special emphasis on women and youth-led businesses that represent the future of our country.
Yetwa and some so West African Examination Council at the Ababa to just said young for a drew social bra, one mu mu and vigilators can one the for can home just say who quite befaso na questions na leaking no a yadia ajia te sepa say dear one more chunk for ya a bikura could in seme a wapusi fonsem.
Rules are yet the echons or heno ewa hobby bray. Now when you know still I chinkrofwa or more a hard win year pa a year kaswa ya chinkrofo and be two me no dia now or more trauma crofo or more ya dioma to if ya say 6 months and idea contract or mono said not to her for 8 months the way idea or me entire domo akoto if ya say a friend so ye ya chibi wo yeji ya chibi wo Abbott College a year bequai Etuma Kwama Presbyterian SHS also ya chinkrofo mienu yeji sefa bonsora SHS ya chinkrofo mienu and I have a man to teach any be no craft phone now or they transfer in so on so yes also the more nama a police for and I feel so King James SATS on also yachi obiwo na okra a mobile phone or the transfer ni I feel so Christian IPS and no ewa to me also one more a director proprietor no on any teacher back on yachi Patrick Essel Ewan Price Senior High School also ya coaching or a former national service person also na okrani phone or that to akolano a copy every phone so ya here so na omo WhatsApp platform sa school no assistant supervisor or hono so say na ono so ewo hobby nti ono so yensa so mu ayina koma a police for na apart from when nyina no still bi wo ha omo atro no megu paper so our media examination hall bi won so abehwe no mukura photocopied answers when you na ye nyoma na ekura wo mu a omde akona photocopies dey show say teachers na aiden acheche amom na wo mde achro nsohwe no afen so Adventist SHS or Bantama Kumasi how dey yakoya abra no mochro elective mathematics paper no branch control Kumasi ne ko hu say nkrofo by 64 ekura mobile phones nti agege na yehwa so mo de kan ko do hunter man ke bia de ombe chino bedo so asen 64 no nti ya ese eho enye bebia ye betumi action so nti ye move omo akọ eye what they call a wokumase eho ena omo ebeto so atro omo nsohwe no na ye pese ye bo obi akọkọ se akyerɛkyerɛfo eye headmasters ne supervisors vigilators obia assign undertaking say ombehwe na rules are yedi ayen so he no medi so unfortunately o mo ani so a repercussions will be no yedi be ema wo mo say GS be punish wo mo
Sanso na waye kede atom panifo anim se omonhwe na omommoa na ne exams amofrai Electoral ya amanfo ebo apo no eto ebetimi etwa na se ebetimi aba from kra
easy in the area my results no crab out a bit why the yensa to so a bit was near yenhwemu nyame so ayadom yetime wie nhwemu na ye no by the close of this week yeah sure say bit me the results number out oma ombeje results no majom so ya twem so ne atwem offense to BC for private candidates nyame adoma by close of day today Friday you be release and so na BC for no private candidates to me your placement or somewhere now about what no so I know ya share August na and also yeah twaso metimi aka say as why no ya the friend stakeholder engagement ye ne amanfo akasa regional directors of education, district directors of education, yene ahimfo akasa, yene media fo akasa, teacher associations, and often so private school reps, omunyina ba ho me nyina akasa. Na the near person can say obia MY na the different exam of practices no a traitor because a hard year pa.
Ebusafo ebeda ne ye ho age aboafo nkra to efa edikan ye ba e de kasebo no beto aso.
Yamahefo nyina kwa ba yetoa ensem no so. Ensentwofo nkabomukuo eye Ghana Journalists Association nefe wa santemantemene yamampanyufo a ebeye titinafo no esuaye.
Chekra ena Ghana Journalists Association mechire ensentwofo ekuo kese a ewo oman Ghana ha eyese omo eto aba mantembia na santemantem aso de no omo ato awie a sesi America sei omo etimeyi emu empanyimfo eno ena mpanyimfo aye amane ne amamra sesi ade yadwe omo tum so omo nhyase enye omo adwuma na adwumadie na se no ena otetenani edema GJ ekuo meche president Owura Abet Kwabna Domfo ebepiem a wokasa wo kire se new executives omo Omomfa kroye omo enye niam ebetima boa ama ekuo no ebetimi etintim ewo Asante Mantema.
One key or major thing you ask yourself is that from year after year, if anybody is looking for you, wants to engage the executive, where would the person find you? So the issue of office comes in mind. It is very, very important that as the second largest or biggest region in Ghana, as we speak now, out of the 12 regions running effectively under the GGA watch, about 6 of them have their own offices, excluding the Ashanti region. So I will charge you that if you can't do anything at all for the region, leave a legacy by ensuring that before the end of your tenure, you had secured permanent office for the association in the region. Again, I always say that the Ashanti region, in fact, in terms of membership or numbers, you are nowhere. The numbers is not even up to 40. Whereas region like Upper East is more than 50. Voter is more than 50. Why Ashanti region? I charge you to encourage membership drive, at least for the next 3 years before you end your office. You should be counting 300.
Asante Mantema swafo onmunyamfo Dr. Frank Amwakohene eso di ne munyam beta dwumade na se wo kasa wo hye nsamtwerefo ebose ebeboa ama nsamtwerefo ekuo adwumade no atimi akoso e Asante Mantema.
A very big region with a lot of diversity. Diversities come with its own unique advantages and disadvantages, of which we will need the media to partner with government in all sectors of our development, so we would be able to reset this country and, for that matter, reset the Ashanti region. I want to assure the Ashanti Regional Chapter of the GJ that you do have our 100% support, that we need the media to partner us in a very productive manner so that we'll be able to drive the developmental goals of the region and of the country.
Ne krakra no Asante Mantema police sahene lawyer DCOP Emmanuel Tekujo ena afi otetreni a woda nsamtwerefo enkabom kuo no Asante Mantema Owura Kofi Adu Dumfa ekasai.
The media continues to play a vital role in shaping public opinion, informing the citizenry and supporting our democratic values. As a key partner in national development, the Ghana Police Service recognizes the indispensable role of journalists in ensuring transparency, accountability, and peace. In recent times, the police-media collaboration has proven essential in crime prevention and public safety. We in the police service remain committed to fostering an even stronger relationship with the media.
Together with my executives, we are reminded of the profound responsibility we carry as journalists, not only to inform, but to shape the conscience of society, give voice to the voiceless, and strengthen democracy. We accept this mantle with a deep sense of duty, guided by the conviction that journalism is not merely a profession, but a public trust. Our first priority as new executives is to expand our membership base, and together we will build a more inclusive and vibrant association.
Jackson Institute of Technology ewon kran hasen ene omode ashrafo be aduonu miensa afantetiemu ewo abefo kwan a yefaso eboban se de be a ene se de wiase edane ne ho na abefo kwan ne yefa edeboban ti no sa nimde na omanya no omonso betimi de asom oman Ghana.
The digital battlefield is now as critical as the physical one. Cyber threats, disinformation and vulnerabilities in our networks can undermine our security just as effectively as conventional weapons. This is why training is not only about coding, firewalls, or system management. It is about equipping you with the tools to defend our digital frontiers, protect our institutions, and contribute to national development. Equally important, this program reflects an innovative idea that our soldiers and civilian staff can grow their digital skills without ever leaving the barracks. In so doing, we've broken down barriers between military service and personal development. We have shown that one can wear the uniform, serve the nation, and at the same time acquire cutting-edge skills needed to drive today's knowledge economy. This is a powerful statement, and service to country and personal growth are not mutually exclusive. They can and must go hand in hand.
Ghana Armed Forces are taking technology serious. And our security is not what we used to think. We are in a different world. And I'm glad that we are preparing. We're not just prepared, but we are continuously preparing even for the changing scenes because the terrain is evolving. Technology is changing, not only in security, but in all aspects of industry. So in industry, in banking where I am, and in other places, if you slack in IT, you are gone. And I'm happy that when it comes to security, Ghana Armed Forces is there.
The Ghana Armed Forces is embracing technology as a core part of its readiness. I echo to Ghana Armed Forces. Graduates, you are the pioneers. You are the first to walk this path, carrying the responsibility of showing what is possible.
Threats, from intelligence gathering to cyber defense, modern security, relies on skilled professionals who can adapt and innovate. Graduates, you are now part of this transformation. The skills you have acquired place you at the intersection of technology and security. I urge you to think beyond the ordinary, embrace emerging technologies, and apply them to protect our nation and contribute to global peace.
Upper East Mantam Swafo Abanai Aquacoche Passport Office, Treasure Poa, ye wo ho, and Manimu ya said the bay between a small man for no, or said the ACO.
A new office has been started adjacent to the RCC, but because of the volume of work inside, we thought that would take us time. And so we decided to apply to Commercial Bank to use their premises, which was more or less, it was used as a car garage. And so we had to mobilize local resources to construct the walls and then the fittings and all that. So at the moment, we have about 4 rooms, very decent ones, completed fittings and everything. And so you can see the background, a very beautiful office. So what we are now interested in doing, I had engaged the Minister for Foreign Affairs earlier. He indicated that if we get any befitting of office, they can come and commission and then start the services here, the passport services here. And so I want to take this opportunity to thank the whole Upper Easterners and then to draw the attention of government because this the NDC government, John Mahama's resetting Ghana, is of the view that they want to make sure that by the close of this year, all regions should have a passport office. And so that is why the people of Upper East thought that if we want to waste time to complete the main one, we will have an issue. So that's why we decided to improvise this temporal office for them. So we are calling on government to quickly come in and then start the passport office here. In fact, there's been a worry to this region. People normally travel from here to Wa and from here to northern region. Some got involved in accidents and die on the way. That's an unfortunate situation. And some of them are also elderly. They want to go, like when you come to the Hajj time, people who want to go and pray for the Hajj programs, they have a difficulty in moving from here to go to another region to go and get a passport to be able to enable them to travel. So this is very critical to the people of Upper East. I will expect that government will fulfill its part of resetting Ghana and making sure Ghana is all leveled.
Usafo ebeda ne ho agye aboafo nka to efe tosu mienu ye ba kasebo ne beto aso.
Yada ya hwefo nyina sesa matwame atonkra ya ba yetoa ensem no so ana yekọ adwadie emu. Best Point Savings and Loans said ye omanfo nyina anim ye dwumadi ayedi esom omanfo ye be na sikasem ekwan so no. Madina Zongo brancha na ewo ho no sesei ye pese ye de ben adwadifo no enti ene ukọ Madina Zongo na so ukọhwehwe Best Point Savings and Loans a wonhu ye gisa wodi wani ekye Madina Sphincter Structural Station ho ho na sesei Madina Zongo branch no ye yidi akọ enti wo hwehwe ye ne ewo Madina agisa wokọ ye Madina Sphincter Structural Station ho na obehu se de be ya wo ton ade kra wotimi ba na do sika betro no wa be di sika ho dwadie na atumi aboa. Best Point Savings and Loans said ye dwumadie etie ne yesom manfo ne hwese da ye customers ho be ha won abra wo be yi sika no mfa ohaw bia mu nti ye tre ye nkwaba mu ye ka se ye Madina Zongo branch ye wo Madina no say de ye free honomo akọ Madina Sphincter Structural Station ho na ye bie ye nkwaba mu kese wo honomo enam sa ye so ama managing director of that Best Point Savings and Loans ano Dr. Fred Safokantanka ese we kwan of person faso na woboa na wosom won customers yie na baby a won ho be ha won na nkoba se obi be yini sika ana wo be di sika ho esika sem dwadie bia obefa wo ha mu abrebebre sa ye su na mpanyimfo si gina ya se wo mu ayi Best Point Savings and Loans de free Madina Zongo Junction branch no wo mu ayi de akọ Madina Sphincter Structural Station ho enti se wo pe Best Point dia na ho ne se wo di wani kire na utumi ekọ any Best Point ekodi kasobom wo kire se adwadifo wo Madina mensrimu ene ne mpotamu nyina wono fa akwanya we so sanse se de wo the Best Point Savings and Loans abem aboboa no ya wutu na ya nse wura Best Point Savings and Loans adwoso na won ne yen abedi etwa
ebisi bia ye wono Zongo Junction no mu de free omo market o aba ho na ya na edin mo we nyina yetie ene so well ye mamunja amadwuma na mumma all the way to Zongo Junction embe yisika anam fasika meto nti say de ye de aba mo market o na nti say de bia meka no ye te Best Point ye say de adwuma no ba pono ano anya de 277 hash no buy eno so de wo dem kra ye the product na bro de ni nyina ye ne say ye maamenum ye wofanum ye nuanom mo benya sika na mo da ye adwuma na manya mpuntuo sam ho toma ye so ye ho atom enti yaba ya movie free Zongo Junction aba Madina Sphincter Structural Station customers in bua ye come market ye ni omo ekodi nkita ho obi wo ha so piska akra ade ye adwuma na isusu na obeto no bi ontimi nye nti ehwe ne ade bibi foforo aba ye friend Best Quick Loan anything eno no umfa sika bia nto ho ye be ma up to 5,000 Ghana cedis eno no woni aye adwuma woni anya adwuma ye betama asabosia no there also oye ne say ye de sika ma wa every day bia susu for no ba obeto ususu ede amomo nti eno ni new product ye de aba all our 19 branches your friend the Best Quick Loan
normally na nunti na obehu say market for no omumfo musika nkoto bank because of process oba bank a obefemu no or sure be sorry afini niama ho no waba no it take time nti on fani sika nto but okudura Madina market a embadi bebre e wo Best Point because oba se sia na wayi ni sika ama no enti eno na ma ye ni gi Best Point ho enti se nyame aye adom amaba ha sei ni so mani age insane se baabi anam wo na eye de ma ye kakra wurem a but ye nim se mani ku ye ho nti no ye sika ne ho abamfa so ama enna mwanya bi asan de ye bie ha sei ama ye ni age ye ne market intervals ne so enye de ma ye fa ni say ya ni ye remu first ni ye be fa Zongo Junction ye bakra be jiska na ni ye stroke akra but baby amode aben ye no in fact ye ni age papa ya mama ye hu say sika na mo ba Madina ye de mam no mo anya ne basa mama ye nya ho mfaso enti ye da ma say Best Point de nya ni say wanya osusu card de awupe bia won sabeka enti ye ka say Best Point no waka say de wo hia ni susu card won sabeka usika
Africa School Sanitation and a integrated customs management systems ICOMS aka omontoma e de apam no amenei omakopiem Elgan North municipality eho na toilet amno chiao omonya amwei omakobi ano e de ama eye mensni
ye man say ese Ghana schools nyina public schools private schools emu ye very clean na e sha ase with baby a enkwada ebeja wo monan na omagu nsuo na ukọ Ghana public schools ma asefem yasem ne sa aban ntimi nya nyina enti yakan ye ho abom ye lala sulala ni nya bia ne ape school a toilet asei na yaye ni yie enti ha ohwa yewura opani nek danso a ICOMS ye ne dia na adwuma kese ene edi esun kotu nanim sa ya waso school nkwada enya baabi enyo omanan ti o meboa ode abeboa ene mohu facility no fefe sei.
First of all, me di asida kese na edebema ICOMS and African Sanitation for Schools and a friends my educational director ni penny for nyina and a municipal assembly for so it in fact a idea many so and a idea I'm saying kwala nyina and so and it is the kind of partnership we are expecting from the public, so that together we can make our education a better place. I mean, say ICOMS, idea, but we are expecting more. In fact, we have 35 public schools within the municipality. As a government, we are also trying our best. I can boldly tell you, say, almost all the 35 schools have one or two issues with their sanitary system, and we are appealing for benevolent NGOs and other individuals are now improve upon the sanitary situations in the schools. In fact, it will go a long way to help, especially our girls. Child, especially in Mano.
And ye jinaha na ye who are the fefe to say na African Sanitation for Schools, any ICOMS, and abe adoye to say. And we be a tremobaha and countime homecra, wouldn't mean na. Now so what be any fefe amayen, and unti me jina me MC anemu. Na mejina me teacher fo ne nkola ne nyina nemu ne akase ye do ma se pa nyame nhyiromo na ye hyebon so se ye no ma se kwa ye hyebo se ne ya hate fefefe ayi ye be maintain ehwa ne yie pa. We are going to ensure good maintenance culture.
Thank you, ICOMS.
Abusia for ye de kase ni nyina ba na wieye na ye kai mo se ya na watwetwe se president na ye de etwetwe ye sinti ya na odibi apo na aboa okama mata de ehweme TMC fashion ewo amasaman abia se ne pam hye me omopam ma ne mema de nyina ho se me ho aye fepa mpacho frɛ 0240308437 0240308437 now so kwajewo de
ame fasida ma Grosak Ventures omo da kuma Bombay omo wo eye Crown Prince Lodge chiwa me show from 0244250420 atade ehemi omo na pamma me upebia from on sabeka bia ebeso manumre me Kwame Owusu Ediomi mene
ama sapon kuma tesi amamu